deny this any longer. Day by day it's getting stronger. I want it, and you want it. It's what the people want to see. We're like Romeo and Juliet. Families came to find us, like the tallest mountain on the widest sea.
Tres, dos, uno. Hey everybody, it's Jeevan. Thank you for coming back to the channel. Thanks for all the likes, the subscribes, the views, any of the comments. Thank you for everything. Really do appreciate it. So I'm going to jump right into it. Natalie made a video of her perspective of what it was like for us hiding for almost 5 years. We did have some struggles, bumps and pats on the way. Now it's my time to talk about what it was like for me. So we'll jump right into it. So as we talked about before, I was 18 and Natalie was 16 when my parents first found out, and it was around July time. So they told us that we had to break up. Just a little recap. They had told us that we had to break up. It wasn't really fair for us. We knew we really liked each other. You know, we were only dating for a couple months, so we tried to make this work. So that put us into hiding. It mostly, for me, it was very scary. Just because I was 18, I'm still in high school, or I just got out of high school. I really had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. For my parents to tell us that we had to move on, and this is the plan and this is where you have to go, like a script, it was really difficult for us. I really was afraid of everything. What would happen if they found out? What would happen? You know, I really didn't want to let go of Natalie. She was an amazing friend. She was there for me for everything. We went into hiding, and it was hard because the way we had to hide was, you know, we couldn't be texting, we couldn't be calling each other on the phone like on a normal number. We had to call on unknown or restricted, and I couldn't even do any of that. She had to call me, so it wouldn't go out as the numbers would show on the thing. So my parents wouldn't figure out who I was calling, because, you know, they can find everything. I was under their plan. So yeah, it was really difficult. It was more difficult for Natalie, for herself. The stress came on me from hiding because of what Natalie was going through. You know, she repeatedly told me that, you know, she felt like she was kept away, like I was a different person, you know, and, you know, it wasn't really fair to her, and I knew that, you know, and I knew, and she knew that when she was coming into this relationship, that, you know, it was going to be a struggle. We really didn't know what we wanted to do. I was always stressed out, you know, and at a point she actually was like, hey, you know, I really want you to talk to your parents, tell them, you know, hey, this is what, you know, this is not fair to me anymore, and I really want, I love you, and I want to be with you for the rest of my life, and I want you to tell your parents, like, this will show me that you really love me. I knew the repercussions if I did say something like that to my parents. One of the things that they do is, one, disown me. As a 18 to 20-year-old boy, I was really scared, you know. As like I said before, the Indian culture works as when you, as an Indian person, as a boy, you live with your parents, and the parents live with you even as you grow up. They stay with you until they pass. Your parents are everything for you. They build a structure for you, and you basically just stay in the path, and you'll be fine. And so this wasn't the path that they created, and for them it was scary for them, and it was scary for me because I really didn't know, and they didn't know how to handle it either. So the only way that they could say is that's just to push me aside, and, you know, it really does scare people that way. I really didn't know what to do, you know, like at the time the economy was really bad, you know, hard to find jobs. You know, you're 18 years old, 19 or 20 years old, you really don't have a degree, you don't know which way you want to go. The educational level, you know that you need at least a bachelor's or even a master's to get a decent job and live in this area. I love my parents to death, you know, and they have done everything for me, so I'm very grateful that they have. And, you know, they're amazing parents, and, you know, yeah, some people would say I got the silver spoon, you know, but at this time I honestly don't. The silver spoon, I'm just grateful for a spoon. I don't need no silver spoon or any of that. We really didn't know how to go about doing this stressed me out. Days and nights I wouldn't sleep very well. I'm always stressed. I'd have headaches constantly. I'm always worried. But I had to keep a straight face and show that Natalie that I'm not afraid. I'm here for her. Me breaking down, I don't want her to break down even more and to see what this is happening. So I had to keep it for myself. And I've always been the type of person where I keep everything built up inside. Tuck it inside me, and just never ever talk about it ever again. Just because that's how it was, and I've always been like that. For me to go ahead and show my emotions, sometimes it's very hard. What if this doesn't work? Like, you really don't know. I mean, this is one of my first relationship, like real relationship. How was I gonna figure out what happens if I don't? My parents already left me because of the decision I made. And what if me and Natalie don't work out? Like, what if later on, 10 years from now or 5 years from now, things just don't work out and then we end up splitting in our different ways? It's really, really, really scary. And now you're left alone in this world. Like, you don't have your family, your birth family with you, and now the family that you had may not even be there for you now. So now you're on your own and you have no idea what you want to do in life. So that was the real scary part. At the end, you just kind of figure that, honestly, you really have to dig deep inside and think about, is this even worth it to you? What are the pros and what are the cons? Like, actually write it out. Think about every single thing that you could possibly think of, which is good and which is bad. If you went with this direction, in my head, I went through a million scenarios, which way it could happen, what would happen if I did this, what happens if I said this. We have been open for the last year and a half. It's going to be 2 years in August. In 2015, my parents found out that, we were still together, and, I kind of just made a stand. It was just kind of like, as you grow up, you realize that, yeah, the silver spoon is the best, but be grateful, and because you never know. Like, if I didn't go with Natalie and I went with my parents' choice to marry an Indian, I knew I was never going to love a person like that. And when my parents pass, I'm doing it for them, but once they pass, 50 years from now or 40 years from now, whenever it happens, it's like, how are you going to relive the rest of your life with a person you really truly don't love? So my choice was just like, you know what, F it. You have to do what you have to do in life. Whether if you lose your parents, I love them to death. Even if they don't want me, I'm always there for them. No matter what, I'm always going to be there for them. And my decision would be to just, I love my parents, and I have to be doing things the way I want to do things, because this is my life. They brought me into this world, and I'm very, very grateful for that. But this is my life, and I really want to live it the way that I want to live it. I know Natalie has supported me for the whole almost 6 years of us being together. So for that, I'm very, very grateful for her. And my decision was, Mom, Dad, I can't I'm not making that decision. This is no ultimatum. If you want to, kick me out, then that's on you. Like, that's you kicking me out. I'm not going to personally leave. My decision is, I love both you guys, and I can't live without both you guys. So, but if you guys want to, you have to do what you have to do, and I have to do what I have to do. And those were pretty much the struggles that we had. Now it's, it's kind of calmed down. My mom and dad my mom's a little bit more accepting of it. My dad's still on the bend. He still doesn't like the idea, and it's a slow process. Now hopefully, with God's grace, that he will come back, and he'll be like, what, you're my son, and I'm okay with whatever decision you make. But I love both of them to death. They're my mom and dad, and I will always love them. And that's really the key, is just to do the things that you want to do in life, and make sure, if that's the person you truly, truly love, to actually go after them. And whatever would happen, the consequences are, so be it, because that's the person you love for the rest of your life. At least you're with the person you love. If you guys would like to, please do hit like, subscribe, please watch it, share it with other friends. If you have any other questions, please give us a comment, message us, Instagram, Our Instagram is Hosteleluna. So yeah, please do give us a call or a shout. You know, we really want to know what you guys think. So stay in tune for the next video. So, alright. Bye, everybody. See ya.
Good luck, my baby.
Good luck, everybody else.
Good.
I love you too. God, this is so scary. I'm all alone. Alone in this room. Baby!